They go play action here on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Breeze now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Breeze going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 40. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were So disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check that. We're like 52 right here. I'm going to 53. Back to you. Kill.
To throw is Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Breeze now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Say. 12.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
Yellow lady. 65.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready. 5-8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Ready, tackle.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Saints' 49-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And now Cooper slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's pick it.
Breeze now. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready? 95-56. I'm coming.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Allen has it, left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 2nd and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We remind you that coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, we finish off the first quarter of the season with an AFC North battle from the Steel City. The Bengals and the Steelers kickoff scheduled for 8:15 Eastern. Now Prescott, eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
47.
After the sack on first down, Prescott, and gets it over the middle to Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Going to 53. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ball. Mike Popo. Let's go, D. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. 26.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
46. 52's the Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
My 52.
The give is to Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
26. Here we go, 46. 26.
A give to Elliott. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
There we go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Elliott. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch tight. Tight as well.
We're going to 54. Right here. We're going to 53.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's looking long for Witten. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? You ready?
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go. Hey,
52.
kill. 47.
52's the mic. Hey, check.
26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Rip right.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's get them hard. Flag.
26.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
10th carry now for Elliott. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Under. 26. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Slide in.
6, right there. 56.
Come on. You better.
And 47.
56.
26.
Hey, I'm coming. Mark 56. Mark 56. Okay, double up.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch QB drop.
Here's Breeze to throw. And complete right side to Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
We go 21.
Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check it back.
it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There you go. Hey, kill.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Kill.
We're going to 54. Why?
Prescott from the gun. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brees. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You better bring.
Here we go.
You better bring.
To throw is Brees. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brees. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go, 47.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott is looking long for Witten. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Check.
To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slip.
From midfield, here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Ginn. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.